Hi guys, it's Mo from Mo Reads It, and today we're talking about my series stats. So this is pretty much my series that I completed, in progress, completely DNF'd, or I'm waiting the next installment. And this is for 2021. Okay, so for 2021, I was in 18 series. That is a lot of series, and I'm actually really happy. So for those who don't know, I comfort read through 2021. If you want to check out that video, check it out right here. But let's start off with the juicy stuff. Series that I DNF'd. If you guys watched my worst books of 2021, this will come at no surprise. From Blood and Ash. I do not think I'm going to carry on with this series. You may watch my worst books of 2021 to figure out why, but like, I don't think I can do it again. It's not for me. I just cannot. So I probably won't, honestly. And not to say that maybe one day I won't revisit it, but as for 2022, I have really no plans on carrying on with the series at all. And the next one will actually come to a surprise to you guys because I did give this book a 4 stars when I read it, but Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I will not be continuing with this series. I did enjoy it. I gave it 4 stars. I loved Chloe. I loved her story. It was immersive. It was good. It was fun. But I don't think I'm really into contemporary romances. So every time I finish them, I always have this feeling of want, of lack, of need. And Get a Life, Chloe Brown is like a really good contemporary romance. And I feel like, honestly, from there, it'll just go downhill. I'm still experimenting to see, like, am I going to just completely let go of the genre contemporary romance? Because I don't particularly care for it outside of, like, me trying to venture out of my comfort zone, but I always just find myself not satisfied and always wanting more, and I'd rather spend that time reading books I really enjoy and really want to read. And I know her next installments of the books are going to be really good, but I just don't feel like continuing the series. It's not for me. I think if you're a contemporary reader, it's amazing, but I'm not, and I always have this feeling of lack and want after finishing a contemporary book or a contemporary romance book, and I don't want to have that feeling in 2022. I want to feel satisfied when I read a book. So I am DNFing this series. As far as waiting for the next installment, there's only one book that I'm really waiting for the next installment on because I'm so behind, but it is The Last Hours Chain of Thorns book. It hasn't come out yet. It's supposed to come out in 2022, and I'm ready for it. I'm going to set aside time for it. That's the only book I'm waiting for the next installment for, though. As far as everything else goes, I didn't read a lot of new books this year, so I don't have any series that I was like left off on, like I needed more information on, like I was anxiously awaiting the next book except for this one. But I look forward to 2022 and reading a bunch of new books, so I have a lot of books to look forward to in 2023. As far as in progress goes, so these are all my series that are currently in progress right now. Stalking Jack the Ripper series, I'm currently on book 2 of 4, and I think it has 1 novella. The Last Hours, obviously, I'm waiting the next installment. We're in progress. A Darker Shade of Magic, I'm on book 2 of 3, I believe. Rare Bearer is a duology. I just have to read the next book. Redemptor, I believe it's called. And The Midnight Lie, I think the next book is called The Hollow Heart, or The Hollow something, but I also have to read that one, and it is a duology. I believe this one is also a duology. And Throne of Glass, I've only read the first book of Throne of Glass. I do plan on finishing the rest of the Throne of Glass series this year, actually, since I started at the end of 2021. And this is my series that I completed in 2021. Remember, I comfort read through 2021, so a lot of these you've probably heard before, you've probably already read, but I was pretty much just rereading all my favorite books in 2021, so it was comfort reading time. I completed in 2021 The Six of Crows duology, Fable duology, Mortar Instruments series, including the novellas. Completed pretty much the Mortar Instruments everything. The Twilight Saga, Akatar, including the novella, Shadow and Bone, the trilogy, and Infernal Devices, the trilogy. Under the Never Sky, the trilogy. Hunger Games, a trilogy. I haven't picked up something, it's called Ballads, I think, or Ballads. I haven't picked up that part of the Hunger Games, but I read the original 3 Hunger Games book. Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay. And the Dark Artifices trilogy. Those were all completed. As far as beginning new series in 2021 goes, I do plan on beginning a bunch of new fantasy romance series because I think that's really where my heart lies in reading, is fantasy romance, and I really want to dig deeper into that. As well as I think I will get into historical romance series. And tell me how I just watched Outlander like this week. Binged it. Amazing. I really want to get into her books. I assume they're historical romance with a little bit of magic thrown in. So I was planning on doing those as well. So I have a lot of good series cooking for 2022. I'm super excited. Let me know, what is your favorite series down below, because I need to get series options. I am a series reader. That's the type of reader I am. I love a series. And I'm recently getting into duologies this year. So I am excited to also get theology options. I'm not a big standalone girl. I just want the story to continue on and on and on. And I always like knowing I have another book to look forward to in a series. So I'm a series girl. But I'm willing to do some standalones this year, and as long as it's a good book, I'm down for the ride. But it just has to make me satisfied. Like when I'm done reading it, I must have this like sense of like that was exactly what I wanted. That's what I needed out of a book. I don't know. Out of all the series I read this year, I really enjoyed Fable. It is an easy read. It's pretty immersive, and it was just like an easy book to read. It gave me lots of Hunger Game vibes, lots of Divergent vibes. Super easy YA read. I enjoyed it, and outside of that, I can't really tell you guys another series that I think you should read in 2022, because most of my series I feel like you have already read. They're so well known, like Mortal Instruments, Akatar, Shadow and Bone. Like these are very popular YA series, so I expect you guys to have already known of them. But Fable was the most recent new read that I did that I really enjoyed, that I found was super easy for most people to get into. And that's all, folks. Be sure to let me know, what series should I add to my list of series I need to read in 2022, because I love series reading. I'm such a series girl. And be sure to come back every Friday at 1 p.m. PST and 4 p.m. EST, and don't forget to subscribe for more Moonique-ish, bookish things. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.